Mr. Draws, you claim to be a physicist and an expert, but do you have a PhD in physics?
No.
Have you ever published a paper to a peer-reviewed scientific journal?
I'm not sure you understand what peer review is. Peer review is when somebody proposes a new idea, a hypothesis, and then it's circulated among their contemporaries to see whether their idea makes sense.
Right. Well, as a biology major, we're actually not allowed to cite scientific papers unless they have been peer-reviewed. So I could understand that it would be important for the scientific community to be published in a peer-reviewed journal.
Okay, well, my point is that I'm not proposing any hypothesis that needs to be peer-reviewed here. I'm saying that we have an issue here in front of us, and it ought to be resolved in a scientific manner. So
right, but
that's it.
But you also claim to be an expert. Right? How much work have you actually done in the energy field?
Well, expert is somebody that's more than 50 miles away from home. So I'm about 90 miles away here. So depends on what your definition of expert is. I know a significant amount about energy here. So you tell me what your definition of expert is, and I'll tell you whether it's qualified.
You don't see this goal and vice president goal.
I'm not asking you to take my word for anything anyways here. There's nothing I said to take my word for. As I said at the beginning, I'm asking you to do critical thinking. So that's all I'm asking you to do. Think about what these issues really are. Do an evaluation or assessment of your own to say whether wind energy does make sense from a technical, economic, and environmental perspective. That's it.
Okay.
So it's nothing to do with what John says. I cited numerous other people here that have the same opinion, and I cited the facts. So you can dispute or accept those facts, but I'm not saying any of this because John says to do.
Look, if I can just, excuse me, if I can just chime in on that. What John has on his website, as you go there, is massive numbers of citations to work in the peer-reviewed literature to back up everything he has said. He is not presenting original research. If this was original research and it had not been peer-reviewed, he would not be up here. He is presenting absolutely peer-reviewed research, and there's a large amount of it. He's got citations to all of it. And as a student of science, which apparently you are,
yes, sir.
I would recommend that you go there and check those out to verify that. Because lots of people write in areas and cite other people's peer-reviewed literature. He is not presenting original research and in any of this, and that's when you really need to be concerned about whether it's peer-reviewed. What he's saying is peer-reviewed himself. What he is saying is peer-reviewed, but it's from other sources. Let's get somebody that